Hello, dear students. Myself Vijay Pratap Singh. Today we are going to discuss about chapter 3 Indian economy. This is a liberalization, privatization and globalization. We have to discuss about it. So, before starting the topic, first we have to discuss about liberalization, privatization, and globalization, and what is the meaning of that, and what is the importance of that. So, we have to listen. We studied in the previous chapter that India followed the mixed economy framework since independence. India was able to achieve growth in saving development, a deficient industrial sector which provides a variety of goods and expanded statistical expansion of agriculture output. When ensured food security, however, some scholars were of the view that the policy adopted prior to 1990, which aimed at controlling and regarding the economy, and with the help of that, we can say our Indian development is increasing day to day. Another thing, in front of you, economic reforms are given there. Heading is given in front of you. New Economic Policy 1991. So now we will discuss about this topic in this chapter. So now you have to listen carefully. Economic policy adopted by the government of India since 1991. About, we have to know that it is known as New Economic Policy. हमारे देश की सरकार के द्वारा 1991 में नया अर्थशास्त्र की पॉलिसी मीन्स नीति का निर्माण किया गया या उसे फॉलो किया गया 1991 में. वंस अगेन लिसन. Economic policy adopted by the government of India since 1991 is known as New Economic Policy. The economic policies prior to 1991 could not achieve the desired rate of economic growth. To overcome economic crisis and accelerate the growth rate of Indian economy, new economic policy was introduced in July 1991. So, new economic policy is started first time in 1st July 1991, and this policy is a very important part of our economical development. So, we have to discuss what is the need of economic reforms. So in front of you it should be written need of economic reforms. We have to discuss about it. So now in front of you we are going to discuss need of economic growth. To overcome economic crisis, the new economic policies was required. Once again listen. To overcome economic crisis, the new economic policy was required. Following are certain regions which absorbed or aroused the need of making economic reforms in the country. With the help of few topics, we have to discuss our need of economic reforms. In front of you, first topic is written facial deficit. Otherwise, we can say physical deficit. Both name is there. Physical deficit is the difference between government expenditure and government revenue. Once again, listen. Physical deficit is the difference between government expenditure and government revenue. It is financed by rising loan from bank, public and international financial institutions. Second, we can say prior to 1991, physical deficit of the government increased too much because of increases in non-development expenditure. Expenditure on administration and non-plan expenditure, for example, expenditure incurred to help flood victims. Another in front of you given topic, development policies require the government to increase the revenue to meet challenge like unemployment, poverty and pollution expansion. Next one, we can say the continued spending on development programs did not generated additional revenue, and this revenue from taxation was also low. This one is an important thing. It is written in front of you. You can see. And next one is given after that. Government expenditure on areas. So, discuss. Listen it. Government expenditure on areas such as social sector and defense had to be planned in the more efficient manner. This is the physical deficit. Next one is coming inside. The income from public sector undertakings was also not very high to meet the growing expenditure. Next one is given in front of you. Due to persistent rise of physical deficit, there was corresponding rises in public government debt and liability to make interest payments. Indian economy was in debt trade in 1991. Among on interest liability increased to 36.4% of GDP. So, this is the need of economic reforms. First topic we had completed up to now. Second one is given in front of you. Adventure balance of payment. We can say adverse balance of payment. In there is also three topics, means three lines are given about that. We have to discuss about it. Balance of payment is the difference between inflow of foreign exchange and outflow of foreign exchange. Next one, when outflow of foreign exchange is more than inflow of foreign exchange, balance of payment becomes advance, otherwise advisor. We can say next one, before 1991, exports were less due to poor liquidity. Otherwise, poor quantity of domestic goods and imports were more despite to heavy transfer and quotas. We can say quotas also. After that, balance of payment increases from rupees 2214 crores in 1980 to 1981 to 17,667 crore in a year 1990 to 1991. This is the balance payment, and our balance payment is also increasing more and more within 10,000. In front of you, this is a difference between 10 years. From 17,267 crore is the more and more increment. Means near about 15,000 crore we are getting balance payment within 10 years. So next one is coming in front of you. Fall in foreign exchange. Fall in foreign exchange. This is the third topic in front of you. These are the reserve of the foreign assets like foreign currency, foreign securities, etc. These are coming in the foreign exchange revenues. We can say next one, foreign exchange reserves were extensively used to meet compensation requirement and development projects. Next we can say, nothing much was done to reduce such profligated spending, nor sufficient attention was given to boost exports to pay for the growing imports, resulting in advisor balance of payment is an important part of our falling in foreign exchange rate. Next we can say, foreign exchange reserve declined to the level that was not adequate to finance imports for more than 2 weeks. There was also no sufficient foreign exchange to pay the interest to internal marine lenders. We can say foreign exchange reserve reduced to nearly 6,000 crore in 1991 from nearby 8,200 crores in 8081. This is the difference between both. We can say fourth topic is in front of you, rise in price inflation. Inflation is a constant rise of important part of our development. We can say economic crisis was further compounded by rising price of essential goods prior of 1991. One of the major reasons of inflation was deficit financing, borrowing by the government from RBI to meet its deficit. We can say rise in price inflation was 16.7% in 1991. हम ये कह सकते हैं कि इन्फ्लेशन रेट 16.7% 1990 और 91 के बीच में था. ठीक है. एंड फिफ्थ वन इज गिवन इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, पुअर परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ पब्लिक सेक्टर. पुअर परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ public sector. The industrial sector, business sector and agriculture sector become well deficient by 1990, largely due to the public sector at overall performance was disappointed. With the help of that, we can say this is the very important part of our poor performance of public sector undertaking. We can say many public sectors, their firms incurred huge losses but continued to functions because it is difficult to close the government undertaking even if it is a drain on the nation's limited resources. And last one, sixth topic is in front of you, inefficient management or inefficient management. The origin of financial crisis can be traced from the inefficient management of the Indian economy in the 1980s. Government expenditure was constantly greater than revenue due to faulty management. The rules and laws which aimed to control to regulate the economy ended up the hampering resources and processing growth of development. It was due to lack of financing, deficient policies and inefficient administration which led to need for economic reforms. So dear students, in front of you I had explained up to now need of economic policy, and 6 policies are there in front of you. First one is there,